The title of this video, that the State of Israel was founded by a terrorist group. Stay with me, it's a short video. Hi, I didn't talk about politics for a while, since I did the video about Zionists on TikTok almost 2 years ago, with thousands of viewers agreeing with me. By the way, I just reposted again on TikTok. Before this video, I shied away from talking about the Middle East and the Middle East politics and the Zionists and how America and what I thought the civilized world was complicit, while the Z state still to this day committing genocide on the indigenous people of Gaza and all the Palestinians, because frankly, it was affecting my health. Most of my friends and relatives advised me to take it easy on the subject for the fear that I might drop dead due to my caring, sensitive nature, and by not accepting or believing most politicians sold their soul for the criminal Zionist state. You see, as a Palestinian American who always been fighting for fairness, love, and peace, this has been and still very hard for me to accept. You see, before the Iraqi war, I told most of my fellow American friends that AIPAC, the American Israeli Public Affairs Committee, that it controls America and the Congress, and pretty much most of the lawmakers, they were laughing at me when American attacked Iraq. I told them it was a very big mistake. And now, about 22 years later, the loss of thousands of American soldiers and millions of Iraqi died, and the real truth has been exposed. They are not laughing at me anymore. But this video is not about that. Let's talk about how Israel was founded by a terrorist organization. This is the truth. You can Google most of what I'm talking about here. Before Israel was founded in 1948, there were three main Zionist terrorist groups. They were known as the Haganah, the Argon, and the Lehi. You can check them out. These three terrorist groups merged together and later became what we call today the IDF, Israeli Defense Force. These three groups were designated as terrorist group by the UK and the United States of America. These three terrorist groups became responsible for Plan Dalet, D-A-L-A-T. You can check it out. It's the blueprint for ethnic cleansing of the Palestinians. In July 1938, the Argon bombed 2 vegetable markets in Haifa and in Jerusalem at the same time, killing at least 80 Palestinians. In July 1948, the Argon bombed the King David Hotel in Jerusalem, killing 91 persons. Also in 1947, the Lehi group, terrorist group, sending letter bomb to the White House to try to assassinate President Truman for not supporting their effort to build Jewish state in Palestine. In January of 1948, the Haganah terrorist group bombed the Semiramis Hotel in Jerusalem, killing 26 civilians, including 1 child. In April 1948, the Argon and Lehi group attacked the village of Deir Yassin, massacre, and at least massacre over 250 people. In September 1948, the Lehi terrorist group assassinated a man who rescued 31,000 people from Nazi concentration camp in World War II, including 500 Jews. This man was Folk Bernadotte. You can check him out, who was United Nations mediator. They accused him of having pro-Palestinian state because he wanted ceasefire and peace. So what they do? They killed him for speaking the truth, even though he saved over 31,000 Jews from concentration camp. You can Google this name and learn more. I only mentioned small number of massacres, guys, in Palestine. There are a lot more, like Kibia massacre that died, 69 people died in it. Kafir, Kosomodo, that 49 people died. Khan Yunis massacre, 275 people died. Rathan massacre, Hebron attack, Temple Mount killing, Al-Burgad killing, Ibrahim Mandit Mosque, Sabra and Shatilla camp, where the 3,500 people were killed and massacred, and there are many more committed by the IDF. Anyway, the leader of Haganah was David Ben-Gurion, who was born in Poland and who became the first prime minister of the Zionist state. The leader of the Argon, Menahem Begin, who is born in Russian Empire, became the sixth Israeli prime minister from 1977 to 1983. And the leader of Lehi terrorist group, Yitzhak Shamir, who was born in Poland as well, became Israel prime minister from 1983 to 1992. That's how Israel was founded. You can check all the detail on Google if you like. Israel was established by a terrorist group. So how about what's happening now? Who really is the real terrorist here? I like to know.
They carved their names in the desert's face, whispered myths to erase the trace. Dust hides the blood, but the earth remembers. A fire burns beneath the embers. Who writes the story when the ink is ash? Who hides the truth behind shattered glass? Secrets buried under stone, a land that cries but stands alone. What they built on borrowed ground, the echoes scream but make no sound. Maps drawn by hands that never knew. The soil, the roots, the sky so blue. A million voices turn to ghosts. The silence now is what hurts most. Who takes the crown when the thrones are lies? Who rewrites history as the old world dies? Buried under stone, a land that cries but stands alone. What they built on borrowed ground, the echoes scream but make no sound. Maps drawn by hands that never knew. The soil, the roots, the sky so blue. A million voices turn to ghosts. The silence now is what hurts most. Who takes the crown when the thrones are lies? Who rewrites history as the old world dies?